Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on the Bandai High Grade 1144 scale Zeta Gundam. This is the newest version of the Zeta Gundam in High Grade 1144 scale, and this is also the first of Bandai's Gundam Evolution Project. So yeah. Bandai announced that they were gonna do the Evolution Project, making like some of the older kits better using a new technology. And we can see here the Zeta was the first one, and I believe the second one's gonna be the Real Gray 1144 scale Unicorn Gundam, which is coming this August. Very interesting. Anyway, this one's 2017, made in Japan. Some picture of the Zeta. Alright, here we have the Zeta fighting the O. Original suggested retail 1800 yen in Japan. And that's pretty much it. So I'm actually pretty impressed with the Gunpla Evolution Project so far from building this set. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with the Unicorn. And I heard they're supposed to do the Evolution Project on the Master Gray and maybe even the Perfect Gray. So who knows? So we got this. This is like the only thing I don't like about the new Zeta Gundam. It's this awful sticker sheet. I mean, there's so many stickers on this kit. Yeah, I wish they had done something to give us red parts for these winglets. With these stickers, it just it's kind of I guess a bad decision. But overall, the kit is really good. So anyway, it's not the full transforming kit. This one is basically they give you like an inner skeleton for the. This thing is called. This thing is called the Waverider. Let me just double check. I actually have watched Zeta when I was a kid back in the 80s in my home country. And I really don't remember much of it. I was like maybe 6 years old. So, okay, so this one's called a Waverider. So this is the Waverider mode. It's got some several interesting accessories. And yeah, it's got all these very nice accessories. Instruction manual is very detailed. It's even got English, so you can read up on this. Yeah, you can pause this if you want to read more about the Zeta Gundam. Pilot's Camille Biden. This one is made from Gundarium alloy. And the pilot is the designer of the suit, so that's actually very cool. And this suit continue into the second season, which is known as Double Zeta. And yeah, very cool. So, take a look at the Waverider mode. Very interesting. I'm glad they got rid of the transformation gimmick from the Real Gray. I heard it was a real mess. And her even the Master Grade didn't have a very good transformation mode. Basically, like all the parts, transforming really like make the kit like weakens the kit, so that it has like plenty of loose joints and stuff like that. But yeah, as a parts forming kit, this is very solid. I mean, look at this. It just feels really hefty in your hand. Now, stuff isn't like very loose or gonna fall apart, stuff like that. So that's really good. So on the top of the Waverider, we got the beam rifle. Which, if you don't like the look of the beam rifle, you can remove it. Which I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna just transform it back into the beam rifle. There's some stickers on this beam rifle, which is okay. It's not too bad. Alright, and then we got this big beam rifle on the bottom with these landing parts attached to it. Pretty cool. I think it ran into the O like this in the anime, and it destroys it, I think, or it kills a pilot or something. Don't quite remember. Anyway, that's the Waverider mode. Looks really nice, very solid. And you're gonna have to take this apart in order to transform it into the Zeta Gundam. So first I'm gonna unpack the big rifle on the bottom. Actually, yeah. Also attached to the shield, might as well detach them both at the same time. So you detach that, here's a shield. And then you want to detach these pieces, the landing parts. Now this rifle is actually really cool. Can I open this piece up right here? I'll reveal the hand grip. Open up these two parts right here. Reveal the extra grips like that, so you can have the Zeta hold onto it with their hand like that, or you can hold onto it on the bottom like so. And you can also extend the beam rifle. I think this is like a hyper mega launcher. That's what's called, hyper mega launcher. That I remember. Very nice, hyper mega launcher. All right, we got the beam rifle, we got the hyper mega launcher, we got the shield. We do have an extra piece here, so you can use this to attach the shield to the forearm. There we go. Let's plug this in. Yep, like that. That's a shield. These are leftover bits. Well, we also have this piece right here that lets you attach this to the action base. So this thing actually goes on the back here, like so. And then it plugs into the action base like that. So we don't really need this piece. And let's continue to take this thing apart so I can transform it, attach it to the body section. And you might wonder why there's a Zaku head on the Zeta Gundam. I'm gonna show you something really funny from the instruction. Alright, you remove this part. This is like an extra piece. So we can set all the extra piece over here. I'm probably just gonna keep this in the Zeta Gundam format. So probably never gonna transform it back into the Waverider mode ever again. So let's remove the legs. There we go. There's all the parts. And let's remove this piece right here. The arms are attached to the bottom like so. Go ahead and remove that. Let's remove this piece here. And remove this piece up here. Remove the chest piece. Remove the cockpit piece. Okay, there we go. And then remove the back skirt. So this is like the inner frame or inner skeleton for the Waverider mode. Don't need that anymore. And we have this body right here with the Zaku head. What is going on? So I want to attach this rib piece right here for the cockpit. And then I'll attach the chest. Like so. Very nice. It looks very interesting with that Zaku head on it. So you may wonder why did I put a Zaku head on here? In the anime, I think the Zeta and the double Zeta got damaged, and the head was removed or detached, and they end up having to use a Zaku head to repair it using a head of a Zaku. So that's why there's a Zaku head right here, right now. And surprisingly, it even shows that in the manual, in the official instructions, that you can replace the head with the Zaku. All right, let's keep going. I have to say, this is like one of the more complicated high grade kits I built. I almost thought I was building a real grade, and it took a long time too. So, but it was worth it. This is actually a really nice kit. I did do a lot of panel lining and no painting actually, but yeah, overall very nice. I'm very happy with this kit. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Zeta Gundam or the Double Zeta, after building this kit, I might consider purchasing the Double Zeta. Alright, let's go ahead and do the legs. So what you want to do is you want to flip out the feet, and then there's this piece right here you want to detach right here. See, am I doing this right? There we go. That makes it easier. You want to take this piece and then you want to flip it and attach it right here. Like so. And there we go. And that's one of the feet. Alright, so you can see on the bottom there's a peg hole for the action base. Alright, and let's go ahead and do this one right here for this leg. Push this down, flip this up, expose this part right here so I can get a grip on it. Alright, here we go. Seems like this type of a transformation, the part forming part, can also be kind of complicated. Alright, so that's the Zeta Gundam. Actually, no, I haven't attached the back piece yet. Flip down the wings. Like so. Let's see. Push this part up. Like that. There we go. Attach this piece to the back. Make sure the feet are proper. And here we go. We have the Zeta Gundam with the Zaku head. That's very cool. So for accessories, we got 2 beam sabers with 2 beam saber effect. And he can hold on to the beam sabers. Also have an attachment point here on the side for the arm, which you can use to attach the shield. Gotta flip the arm over like that. Attach the shield piece right here. Very cool. Gotta attach this properly. And now I do have an issue with these armor bits. Seems like they don't want to stay in place. Like when you touch them, they just fold in, and it gets a little bit annoying, I guess. Yeah. And there's really no place where you can get a grip on it, so it's kind of hard to get them out. And these legs like to do a split when you put pressure on them. Anyway, there we go. It's much better. Here we go. So we have him holding the shield. Now the shield is also adjustable. So you can make it a small shield or a large shield by attaching this in the different sections. Like that. There we go. Now the shield's smaller. I don't know what is going on with this back piece here. Oh, I think I might actually have attached these in properly. Alright, so it's actually like this. There we go. This one's actually done properly. And this one was just not pegging properly. And there goes my beam saber. So here we go. Pretty cool. Alright, got the mega launcher. You can hold one hand. Like that. It's gonna be really heavy though. Probably gonna have to put this on the action base. Or you can hold it with both hands. And so the back piece keeps falling off. Alright. So I gotta push this in really good. There we go. Alright, we have the mega launcher. I didn't do any panel lining on the mega launcher because I think I'm gonna probably paint it or something. And yeah, it's really big. I mean, seriously. And we got the beam rifle. Oops. Now at this point, I think the legs are a little bit problematic. As you can see, I am having a really hard time trying to get this guy to stand up. Alright, that might be a flaw with this kit. We have the beam rifle here, attached to the hand. Very nice. And let's go ahead and get rid of the Zaku head. This head came from the Zaku 2F2. There we go. And here's the head for the Zeta Gundam. Alright, that's pretty cool. I am still having some issues with the backpack. Alright, let's hopefully I can get this attached properly. There we go. And here's a head for the Zaku 2F2. Alright. And the beam saber effect can also be attached to the mega launcher like that. So you can have the mega launcher firing off a huge beam of laser. And we also have a piece here to, if you don't want to expose the peg hole for the shield. Well, we got one on each side. Alright, that's a Zeta Gundam. I'm gonna do a quick more quick demonstration on his extra accessories. Right here we have the grenade launcher. It's on his forearm, like so, and you can open this up like that and expose a grenade launcher. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's talk about articulation. So double jointed elbow, very nice. We got a bicep swivel. Then we got a ball joint here for the shoulders, very nice. And then we got these very nice swing out joint, which is it's not a polycab, it's like a new design, which is very cool. And then you can swing out the arm like that. That's actually really awesome. And then you can pull it out all the way out like that, and then you can push it all the way in. It's like a peg that's attached to this little round area or socket. Now the head is on the ball joint, as you can see before. You can attach the Zaku's head on it, and the inner inside is actually like a hinge, so you can move the head just like back and forth like that. Not that much movement, and I guess this part of the head does get in the way on these side bits right here, the collar. So you're not gonna get too much head articulation right there. All right, and we have ab crunch, a slight ab crunch. We got a little bit of side to side. Got a rotation on the waist, 360 degrees, although it's severely hindered by the backpack and the skirts. Both of the skirts are independently articulated. They suggest that you cut it in half, so I did that. You can articulate the side skirts. You can also articulate the back skirts, so that's very good. Articulation on this kit is very nice. And double jointed knees, although it's hindered by this piece right here, so you're kind of stuck with that. And yeah. The legs are a little bit problematic. If you see my video, the earlier part of this video, you can see that it kind of have a bit of a problem standing. The feet's on the ball joint. You can close up the feet like that if you want to put in like some kind of more interesting poses. Got tons of thrusters. I'm probably gonna go back in and paint these. This one looks kind of crooked or something. We're gonna have to go in there and fix that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Zeta Gundam. I really do like this kit. It's probably one of my favorite UC suits. And let's go ahead and connect the arms. Oops. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys find this information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching.